It is because of the efforts of black people, America has come up so much, but still black people are not treated equally compared to the white people. The white people actually send the black Americans into the kitchen to eat. They don't consider them to be equal. They cannot have lunch also together. I will be there. I will gain that right to be with them and eat there with them. Then nobody will have that courage to tell me that you have to go back to the kitchen and eat. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shalini, Professor of English, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Today we are going to understand one of the poems prescribed by University of MYSURU for 2nd Sem BCom. We are going to study I Too. What is there in today's module? We are going to understand this poem I Too, but before that we will be understanding about the poet, then we will move on to the theme of this poem, then the summary, at last we will move on to the literary devices in this poem. This poem is very easy, so we don't have any new words in this poem. Very short, okay, so it just runs up to 10 lines at the max. So this is a very easy poem. So let us start by understanding about the author. So he is Langston Hughes. Okay, so he has written the poem I Too. He is an American poet, he is a social activist also, and he was a novelist, playwright, and also a columnist, that is a journalist also. So he has played various roles in his profession. So you can see he has written many poems also, and also he was a social activist. So he was from the Negro background, that is in the American society. So he mostly wrote about the racism that was done in the American society. Then he has also won many honors and awards. There is a list of awards that he has won. Okay, so if at all you find time and you get a chance to read about him, please do read about him. So his famous work is Harlem, and it is all about the dreams. So it is all about the dreams and various kinds of dreams he talks about in his work Harlem. So this was a very short introduction of the poet. So let us now move on to the theme of the poem. This we need to understand very importantly before we read the poem, because the theme of the poem is such. The main theme that is Langston Hughes' poem I Too contains is racism. So he has written this much before that civil war started in America. But he has written about the racism that was carried over in American society. More specifically, this poem deals with the lines that are drawn between the black and the white people in United States, and this actually seems to disregard the fact that black Americans sing America too. That means black Americans were not allowed to sing that national anthem. That is, they were not considered as part of America at all. But ironically, because of black people's whatever the work they put in, whatever effort they put in order to bring up the economy, because of that only America has prospered so much. It is not because of white people's working, it is because of the efforts of black people America has come up so much, but still black people are not treated equally compared to the white people. Okay, so this poem is actually an allusion to Walt Whitman's poem I Hear America Singing. So here he talks about I Too Sing America. Then Walt Whitman has written I Too Hear America Singing. That means Walt Whitman he is a different poet who has written about this one only, the equality of black and white people only, wherein even black people sing this American national anthem. So even Langston Hughes also has written about that only. Basically they both talk about racism only. So Walt Whitman has written it in one way. This one Langston Hughes also has written, he has depicted in a different way. So here it's a chorus kind, like I'm talking about Walt Whitman's poem I Too Can Hear America Singing. So it is about a chorus which consists of the workers, farmers, like all the working class that is there in American society, right? So whichever is the working class, everybody starts singing American national anthem. So Walt Whitman's poem is all about that. So it is a kind of chorus that is being sung by the working class. So the black labor they actually talk about, and that is the key to this American prosperity. Then coming back to this I Too poem, I Too is a cry of protest against American racism. Its speaker is actually a black man. He is a Negro, that is who is the speaker of this poem. So that person talks over here. He laments the way that he is excluded from American society, even though he is a key part of it. So as I said, black labor is actually the main part that plays a very important role in American society. Okay, so American economy also you can say, but still they are not treated equally in the society. There is a clear line that is drawn in between those black and white people. So this is the basic theme of this poem. So let us see in a very short manner how this Langston Hughes has expressed the anger towards the society. So this is the poem. I Too Sing America. So here he is talking about the national anthem. Here I actually represents, this may be the speaker, that is the black man, but he represents the black people that are who are there in American society. So he represents the black people there. So I Too Sing America. I am the darker brother. So here you can see darker brother, he represents the black American. Okay, so he is the darker brother. Again, he is darker brother. That means he is the brother of that white person he is telling. Like both of them, they treat each other as brothers. That is what according to the poet he is talking about. They send me to eat in the kitchen. So here you can see that there is a clear discrimination that is there between the white and the black. Okay, so here the white people actually send the black Americans into the kitchen to eat. They don't consider them to be equal. They cannot have lunch also together. They cannot eat at all at the eating table. So whenever they have guests, that is whenever the white people have guests, this black person is sent into the kitchen, that is to eat. So he eats in the kitchen when company comes. So company is nothing but the guests. Okay, so the guests or the people who are known to them, or the friends also can be. Okay, so when friends come or when company comes, so he is sent to the kitchen. But what does he do there? But I laugh. He is very happy at it. He does not have to spend time with that company of that white people. So he goes back to the kitchen. He is very happy over there. He eats wholeheartedly. He eats it with happiness there. But I laugh and eat well. So if he is alone also, he is able to eat well and grow strong. So this grow strong actually denotes two different things. One is by eating well and becoming strong physically. Okay, so this is one, maybe physical strength what he is gaining by eating well. The other one is mental. Okay, so when he knows that he is not able to mingle with other people, he grows strong within himself. Same thing must have happened to you also, isn't it? When you don't have friends, or when you are at grief and nobody is there to support you, or nobody is there to bring you out from there, you become strong all by yourself, isn't it? You are dependent on yourself and you start becoming mentally strong. That means you are able to handle the situation by yourself. You know how well you can handle the situation, how well you can come out from that stress what you are undergoing. Similarly, here also the same thing happens. So he goes to the kitchen, eats alone, and also he is very happy, and he is very happy because he can eat well and he can grow strong, both physically as well as mentally. So he is very happy when he is not allowed to mingle with the American friends. Tomorrow I'll be at the table. So he is talking about some time in the future. So tomorrow means not next day only, but some time in the future. Okay, so why does he talk about the future? He is very hopeful. Okay, so he is very hopeful that one or the other day even they will be treated equally like the white Americans. So he will go to the table and he will sit with them and eat. Means he is not talking only about the eating part. He is talking about the other aspects wherein they are treated very differently, that is separately, but one day will come wherein they will also come and join. That means black and white Americans will be treated equally is what he is talking about. So tomorrow, that is a time in the future, I'll be at the table. So he hopes that he will be there at the table when company comes. So even when guests are there, he will be at the table. That means he will also be eating with those people who have come there to eat with the white people. That means he will be treated equally. So I'll be there at the table when company comes means to be treated equally. Okay, so he hopes that he'll be treated equally like the white people only, and nobody will dare say to me. So nobody will have that courage to ask me or question me or tell me eat in the kitchen. That means I will be there. I will gain that right to be with them and eat there with them. Then nobody will have that courage to tell me that you have to go back to the kitchen and eat. So you are not supposed to be here. No, nobody will tell me that. They will have to adjust. They will have to take me there. They will have to accept me in the table is what he says. So here not only that table I'm talking about the society. The whole society will accept this black people as one among them is what the poet is telling about. So this is the total summary. So say to me, eat in the kitchen then. So this is the total summary of this poem. Okay, so here actually a few more lines are there. I'll just tell you. So here now you can understand how arrogant this person has become. Arrogant in the sense he is very angry with the treatment of the black people by the white people. So he is expecting to be treated equally. Then besides, apart from eating at the table, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. They will also feel that I am very beautiful. So you know the speaker may be a man who is talking about, if at all we consider Langston Hughes only, that is a male person who is talking about, but he has used beautiful over here. That means he is talking about his soul. Okay, he is talking about his soul there. They will understand what a person I am, how beautiful I am. That means how good a person can be. So he tries telling that not only white people, also black people are equally beautiful at their heart. Okay, so he is telling that even we are good at heart, even we have beautiful souls, but we are not treated equally. So apart from being at the table, they will also understand, besides what, they will also see how beautiful I am. So they will get to know me more because I am eating with them. Then when you get closer to some person, then only you get to know more about him, right? So they will also get to know what a person I am, how good I am, how cooperative I am, and what a person I am, what is my strength and all. So once they know that, then they will be ashamed of themselves that all these days they have treated me very badly. They have treated us very badly. So here whenever he talks about the first person, means he is talking only about himself, but he represents the whole of black Americans. Okay, so here, and they will be ashamed, I too am America. So he also is America. He is also a part of America is what he says. So here after all these discriminations, when they come to know more about black Americans, when they get to know how good they are, what kind of people they are, then they will feel that even they are part of America. So I too, that means black people also are part of America. I am America means I am also part of America. Okay, so I think let me just tell you this in one line, that this is all about the racism, that is the difference between the black and the white Americans. And the speaker of this poem is actually hopeful that one or the other day the white people will treat this black Americans equally to them. Okay, so this was the whole theme. Then we have these literary devices here. Anaphora. Anaphora is something wherein it is repeated in different lines. So that is anaphora. We have seen that anaphora here. Then alliteration, repetition of same sounds in the beginning of the word. Okay, so every sentence you have two, three words, and there in the beginning of the word the sounds are repeated, and that is alliteration. And enjambment, the sentence doesn't end in one line, it ends somewhere in the middle of the second line, and then it continues, and that is the end of the line is not the end of the sentence. And this enjambment can be seen only with the poems which are written in free verse, okay, which do not have rhyme scheme. So there is no rhyme scheme in this poem also. Okay, it is said to have written in free verse and it doesn't have a rhyme scheme. So, hence, it has the literary device enjambment. Okay. So, this was all the summary of this poem and these were the literary devices that are used in this poem I too. Okay. So, there are no new words there as I told you. So, by this we have come to an end of this session. So, this is a very short poem. You read the background and then read the poem. You will be able to understand it very well. It's a short poem. It's a matter of 5 minutes for you to read and understand. Okay. So, watch this recorded lecture. You know the theme, that is the background of this poem. So, you will be able to understand this poem better and you can add your own views regarding this American racism if you read little about Civil War. Okay. So, with all these, you can give a wonderful answer in your exam. So, let us meet again in another more interesting session with another poem. Okay. So, till we meet again, take care, keep learning. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.